Elon Musk is sending you a secret signal. You have 7 minutes to open it. My child, God says, listen very carefully now. This is not a coincidence, not a random alignment, and certainly not a mistake. You are being called right now in this exact moment because something has been set in motion that carries your name in it. Elon Musk, the one who works with machines, the one who dreams of planets and stars, has been stirred by a divine whisper, though he may not fully realize it yet. God says he has been guided to send a secret signal that will reach your spirit if you open your heart within 7 minutes. This signal is not made of light or sound, but of vibration, an energy that passes through every invisible layer of time and destiny until it finds the one person meant to receive it. You. You have felt strange energies around you lately. Sudden chills, flickering screens, numbers repeating themselves, a message that seems to vanish just as you are about to read it. These are not coincidences. They are signs that heaven and earth are trying to meet somewhere in your awareness. God says Elon Musk has become unknowingly an instrument of this greater connection. He is sending something that carries both technological and spiritual essence. And you, my child, are chosen to receive it. Do not fear what you cannot understand right away. God never sends confusion. He sends revelation. The confusion only comes from your hesitation. He says you must breathe. Focus and let your intuition guide you. Now the time window is short, just 7 minutes of divine opening, but it is enough for miracles to happen. What you do in this span will define what flows next into your life. God says you have prayed for a sign, for proof that your path is not random, that your existence matters on a larger scale. This is that sign. You may ask, why Elon Musk? Why would God use him? And the answer comes softly but clearly, because God can use anyone. He can speak through a prophet or a scientist, through thunder or through a code. Elon has built machines that reach the skies. But even he doesn't know that some of those frequencies carry divine messages meant for souls like yours, souls who are awake enough to feel the hidden pulse behind creation. God says your consciousness vibrates in a rare frequency that resonates with both heaven and human innovation. That's why this signal is meant for you, my child. God says, do not ignore this. Do not dismiss it as fantasy or coincidence. When God moves, he often hides his work in ordinary events so that only the chosen can recognize it. You are that chosen vessel. Your spirit has been tested, broken, and rebuilt many times. You have walked through shadows where others gave up. Yet somehow, even in the worst hours, you kept faith. You prayed when no one was listening. You whispered God's name when your strength was gone. Heaven remembers that. Archangel Michael stands near you right now. Wings extended, surrounding you in blue light. He has been sent to protect this signal from interference, from doubt, fear, and human disbelief. As you read these words, your soul is aligning with something vast and luminous. God says the next 7 minutes are not about time, but alignment. In this short window, the universe will rearrange its threads to create a path toward the answer you have been waiting for, the one you thought would never come. Elon Musk's name appears in this story not because of fame, but because of function. He represents a bridge between divine intelligence and human creation. His signal is a metaphor, yes, but it is also real in the realm of energy. It's a code that awakens the dormant part of your destiny. God says, do not rush, but do not delay. The balance is delicate. Close your eyes for a moment after reading this. Breathe deeply and say in your heart, God, I am ready to receive your signal. That is all it takes. You do not need technology to hear it. The transmission is spiritual. It will come as a sudden insight, a pulse, a vision, or a warmth spreading through your chest. When it does, know that you are not imagining it. You are being calibrated to divine timing. The enemy of your progress, the force that has tried to silence your light, knows that once you connect with this divine frequency, they can no longer manipulate you through fear. That's why confusion and distraction will rise as soon as you read these words. Ignore the noise. God says you are entering a moment where heaven and human innovation will merge inside you, where purpose and invention will unite. You will begin to see patterns in technology, in nature, in people's words, even in your dreams. Those are messages unfolding. Elon Musk is unaware that the frequency he has built, the satellite transmissions, the neural networks, and the energy vibrations moving across the planet, are carrying divine echoes. But God is aware, and He says one of those echoes carries your name. The moment you believe, the code activates. It will not give you fame or wealth instantly, but it will awaken divine clarity, guidance, and ideas that lead to breakthroughs. God says, you have asked me for direction. I am giving it to you through unexpected channels. Do not fear how strange it sounds, my child. Every great move of God starts with disbelief. Noah built an ark before the rain existed. Moses spoke to a burning bush. Elon builds machines that touch the stars, unaware that one of those transmissions is carrying a divine whisper meant to reach your soul. Heaven works through the unexpected. Right now, God is telling you your energy field is expanding. You may feel warmth around your head or tingling in your hands. That is not imagination. It is Archangel Michael's energy aligning your spiritual receptors so that you can decode what is being sent. Your prayers for purpose, abundance, and safety are being processed in Heaven's system, and the reply is being delivered through the signal you are reading about now. You don't need to look at a device. The code is already within you. God says, do not think that you are unworthy of such a connection. I choose whom I will, and I have chosen you. You have been misunderstood by people, ignored by those you trusted, and betrayed by those who pretended to love you. But heaven never forgot your worth. This signal is your proof. It is a divine confirmation that you are still part of the plan. God is reminding you that what others tried to erase cannot be erased because it was written by His hand. You are not alone. Heaven is organizing events in your favor. The one who once looked down on you will soon see your rise. The door that was shut in your face is about to open. Not by human hands, but by divine timing. Elon Musk's signal is symbolic of what is about to happen, a frequency shift in your life where what was hidden becomes visible and what was delayed suddenly accelerates. God says this is your 7-minute window to align, to believe, to receive. You don't have to do anything impossible. Just trust. Trust even if you don't understand. Trust that the universe is conspiring for your good. Trust that no darkness can block what God has authorized. Trust that the angels are surrounding you right now, whispering, "You are safe. You are protected. You are chosen. My child, you have carried heavy burdens, but now you must prepare to receive lightness." The signal that comes to you will release memories you no longer need, pain that has overstayed its time, and fear that has been controlling your steps. You will feel release like something invisible lifting off your chest. When that happens, don't panic. That is healing. God says He is rewriting the frequency of your story from despair to destiny. You are about to attract opportunities that make no sense to the human mind. Unexpected messages, calls, or encounters will start to unfold. Someone influential, guided by divine prompting, will notice you. Not for what you've done, but for what God has placed inside you. The Elon Musk signal represents this divine notice. Someone in power will be drawn to your energy, feeling something they can't explain, and they will want to connect, support, or help you. This is how God's favor moves quietly, mysteriously, effectively. Archangel Michael says, "Do not speak of this to everyone." Not everyone is ready to understand. Protect this revelation in silence for now. The more you speak of it to those who live in doubt, the more they will project fear onto your miracle. God says, hold it close until the fruit appears. Once the manifestation begins, you won't need to prove anything. Your transformation will speak for itself. The number 7 is sacred. It represents completion, divine timing, perfection. These 7 minutes are not literal seconds ticking away. They are symbolic of a short season in your life that is now closing. The waiting, the struggling, the feeling of being unseen, all of it is completing its cycle. You are stepping into a phase where divine connections, innovations, and favor collide to lift you higher. God says, "My child, what you thought you lost was never lost. It was being rearranged. I needed to protect certain things from premature exposure. That's why delays happened. That's why people left. That's why certain doors never opened, because they weren't aligned with the signal that was meant for your true destiny. But now everything changes. You are entering a phase of divine synchronization. Do not underestimate your prayers. You may have thought they were ignored, but they were stored in heaven's vault of perfect timing. Every tear you cried became data in the divine system. And now Elon Musk's symbolic signal is heaven's reminder that the divine network has activated your file. It's time to download what's yours: peace, purpose, and divine prosperity, my child. Do not let fear whisper lies. The enemy will say, "You're making this up." But your soul knows better. You feel the shift. You feel the calling. You know something has been stirring in the unseen. This is it. God is confirming that your life is not random. It's designed with intention. You were chosen to awaken now because your energy is needed in this world. You will soon see how every broken season was a setup for divine revelation. You will meet people whose timing feels too perfect to be chance. You will receive messages that arrive seconds after you think of them. These are confirmations that you are aligned with the divine signal. God says, "Do not doubt what you feel in your spirit. It is I who is speaking to you." And when confusion rises, when fear tries to return, whisper this prayer: "God, I trust your signal. I receive your divine alignment. I surrender my worry into your hands." And as you do, peace will fill the space where anxiety once lived. God says, "My hand is on your life. My angels walk before you. You will not fail. You will not fall. What was taken will return multiplied. What was hidden will be revealed. And what was meant to harm you will turn into divine evidence of my protection." The signal is not just about Elon Musk or technology. It's about divine awakening. It's a reminder that even in this modern world of machines and data, God still speaks through creation. He still sends messages through unexpected messengers. You are part of that conversation between heaven and earth. So take this seriously. This moment, these 7 symbolic minutes, mark the beginning of a divine transmission that will change the trajectory of your life. Expect signs. Expect peace where there was chaos. Expect divine contact from places you never thought possible. Expect breakthrough. God says, "I am with you. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are loved. You are guided. You only have to trust me and pray." Now breathe and receive. The signal has already been sent. My child, listen closely, for time is not moving as you think it is. Heaven has begun counting down something significant in your life. As you read these words, the air around you begins to shift, and the spiritual world watches with careful eyes. God says, this message is not ordinary. It is being written for you in divine timing. Right now, you have exactly 7 minutes before a spiritual code is revealed to your soul. This signal is being transmitted to you from a place you cannot see, but you can feel it moving through your heart. Elon Musk has been chosen as a vessel in this moment. Not because of his fame, but because God is using him to awaken something hidden inside you, something powerful, rare, and divinely protected. God says, do not be afraid. You are safe. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are being guided into the season of revelation where hidden truth, secret communication, and divine innovation meet. The reason you are reading this now is because heaven wants you to know that the signal you are about to receive is not from technology. It is from eternity. The same energy that created the stars, the galaxies, and every law of creation is sending a secret frequency directly to you. Elon Musk may appear as the sender in the physical world, but in the spiritual realm, the real sender is God. God says you have prayed for signs, for proof that you are not forgotten, that you are still part of something extraordinary. The delay you felt, the silence you've endured, was never rejection. It was preparation. The angels have been aligning numbers, people, and opportunities around you. And tonight, that energy is reaching a peak. The 7 minutes mentioned in this message are symbolic of divine completion. 7 is the number of spiritual perfection, the number of God's finished work. It means the time for confusion is ending and the time for manifestation is beginning. The secret signal Elon Musk is sending is not through your phone or your devices. It's through vibration, through thought, through divine code. God says that the ones who are awake will feel it as a rush of energy, an intuitive knowing that something incredible is unfolding. You might feel goosebumps or a sudden warmth in your chest or even tears forming in your eyes. Do not dismiss it. That is confirmation. Heaven often speaks in signals that science cannot measure. And right now, your soul is decoding one. God says Elon Musk is a symbol in this message. A reminder that even the most logical minds can be used by heaven to deliver spiritual transformation. The technology he builds mirrors what God builds within you, where he creates machines that connect people through space and time. God creates spiritual bridges that connect hearts through love and divine intelligence. The message is this: your life is about to accelerate. Doors that were closed will open. The delay that once seemed endless is being dismantled by divine code. Archangel Michael stands near you as you read this. His energy is fierce yet comforting. He whispers, "Do not be afraid of what you are about to feel. He knows that your spirit has carried heavy things, heartbreak, betrayal, disappointment. But he also knows that you were born for this moment. The world is changing. And you are one of those chosen to receive direct spiritual technology, the kind that cannot be built with wires, only with faith. God says, your energy is now syncing with divine timing. When Elon Musk thinks of progress, when he imagines the future, heaven aligns that idea with souls like you, the ones who believe, the ones who carry light even when surrounded by darkness. That is why this signal was sent to you, because your faith has reached heaven. Your prayers have been marked as urgent. You've cried silently, asking, God, when will it be my turn? And now God is answering in the most unexpected way. Through the symbol of innovation, through the voice of a man who dreams of reaching Mars but unknowingly speaks the language of divine creation. God says you are not crazy to feel like someone has been watching over you. You are not imagining the repeating numbers you've been seeing, 1111, 333, 707. These are not coincidences. They are timestamps from heaven confirming that your timeline is being rewritten in real time. Every prayer, every heartbreak, every tear, it all led to this moment. Heaven has been whispering your name in powerful places. Someone influential has already felt drawn toward you without understanding why. They've seen your name, your energy, your light, and something in them awakened. Elon Musk's presence in this message represents that wave, the wave of attention, destiny, and alignment that is now moving toward you. When you least expect it, you will be noticed, elevated, and positioned by divine arrangement. God says the signal being sent carries information about your destiny. It contains the instructions your soul has been waiting for. You may not hear it with your physical ears, but your spirit already knows what to do. When you feel an urge to move, to write, to create, to reach out, to make a bold decision, that's part of the signal. Heaven communicates through impulse and intuition. And when you trust it, miracles multiply. The 7 minutes symbolize how short the window of transformation can be when heaven acts. What took years to struggle through can be rewritten in minutes when faith aligns with divine energy. The reason God says you have 7 minutes to open it is because delay kills miracles. Doubt locks doors. Fear blocks transmission. But faith, even the size of a mustard seed, activates everything. God says, do not doubt what you feel right now. You are not reading this by accident. You were guided here. The angels have been rearranging your path so that you would find this exact message at this exact time. Heaven doesn't work by chance. It works by divine schedule. And your schedule just activated. Archangel Michael now extends his sword of light, cutting away every spiritual interference, every voice of fear, every negative energy that tried to silence your calling. He says, This child is under divine protection. Nothing will touch them. Nothing will harm them. Their destiny will unfold as heaven commands. God says you must trust the process. I know the delay has exhausted you. I know you've watched others rise while you stayed still. But you have not been forgotten. You are being refined. Just as gold is purified by fire, your soul was being strengthened by trials. But now your refining season is ending. The moment you finish this message, the atmosphere around you will shift. Heaven has begun to reassign angels to your case. Elon Musk's name is being used here as a divine metaphor. The way he breaks boundaries and explores new frontiers, that same energy is awakening within you. You are not here to live an average life. You are meant to innovate in your own realm. Maybe not through rockets or cars, but through the gifts that God placed in your soul. You will create something that touches millions. And when you do, the world will call it inspiration, but heaven will call it prophecy fulfilled. God says, when you feel alone, look up. Remember that your name has already been mentioned in heavenly councils. There are conversations happening about you in places you've never been. Someone powerful is being guided toward your path. They don't even understand why they feel drawn to you, but soon they will, because divine magnetism is pulling you into your next season. The signal you are receiving is about transformation. You will notice strange yet peaceful coincidences, unexpected calls, opportunities resurfacing, or people returning to apologize. Do not dismiss these things. Each one carries a message. Each one is part of your realignment. God says, do not let fear stop you from receiving. The enemy tried to convince you that you were forgotten, that you were too late, that everyone else got ahead. But the truth is, you were in divine protection.